against the spirit of death and destruction. Recently, a woman was pregnant, and the household witches have projected into her womb and have tied the baby's hand backwards and has switched the position of the baby, so that instead of the baby on the day of delivery coming out with his head first, they've turned the baby and tied the baby so much that they have intertwined the how do you call it, that the baby so much that when the woman tries to give birth on the day of her delivery, she will die. She will die because of the way these witches have tied the baby. And I'm wondering, they have entered into her womb and they have already tied the baby and positioned the baby wrongly, so that the the, the, the doctors will see it as a complicated issue and she needs surgery and she was going to die. As the prophet was speaking, the woman says, the doctors just told me that the baby is positioned wrongly, and that the tube, that umbilical cord or whatever, placenta or whatever, has tied her in his neck and stuff, and therefore if we don't take care, there will be surgery. And the prophet said, according to your own household witches, they want to use this pregnancy to kill you. The baby will survive, but you will not come back, you will die. So this is the season where families are sacrificing members within families, because the year is coming to an end. People's own families, there are witches in families that are making sure that, hey, in the years coming to an end, who are we going to sacrifice for this year? So within families are witches who are sacrificing for that. Secondly, also in the witchcraft market, I don't know the Western world, but in where I'm coming from, Christmas is a time of great buying stuff, buying of gifts and giving of gifts. And one of the things we in the African is, you guys just celebrated your Thanksgiving, and the main animal was turkey, bird was turkey. In other areas, it is cattle, it is goat, it is sheep, it is chicken. And during this time, people go to market and buy fowls and buy sheep and goats. In the witchcraft market, the same way some families also take the souls of some of their family members out for sale. So you would think that somebody is just buying a chicken. It's not just an ordinary chicken. A human personality soul has been invoked into these animals. And therefore, when another witch goes to that market, they know exactly. In fact, there are specific markets where they carry such things for sale. So when they go to such market, they buy the fowl, they buy the sheep. You think they are selecting fowls and sheep and goats, but what you don't know is that they are buying souls for sale. Souls for sale. Immediately they take it home and kill it. They have killed somebody's son, somebody's daughter within the family. So there is soul transaction during this season. You can believe it. If you believe it, you don't believe it. It's happening, and people are dying. They kill you only for the medical team to give you a nice diagnosis: breast cancer, lungs cancer, tumor of the breast, heart-related problem, cancer of the brain, cancer of the. They will give you all nonsense diagnosis, and yet still spiritually, they have what killed you up. They have made their soulish transactions. It is going on. Some of you, they kill the people and then they will create a nice accident, and the person will be engaged in the accident and they are dead. And as I told you, every day you step out during this season, accident, accident, accident. During this season, you go to some areas and people are killing themselves like they have no sense. Drive-by shooting and all those, police shooting this and why? Because the souls are for sale. Those in the occult. This is a true story this week. A young lady and his boyfriend, and the boyfriend started putting on his status on Facebook, there are people who are men and there are people who are into the Freemason. He started putting Freemason symbols on his page, that he has joined the Freemason. And the lady was a little bit surprised that this young boy is putting. He thought it was just a joke. He later on found out from the guy. The guy says that, oh, I'm just looking into it. Her friend invited her to a prophetic conference. The prophet said that somebody close to you has taken you into their secret coven, and they have sacrificed you to die. So next year by January, February, she was going to die. How was she going to die? She was going to go mad. And in her madness, she'll start walking around and a car will hit her and then she'll die. Her own boyfriend, who has entered into Freemason at a higher level, has been told to bring 6 individuals for sacrifices. And one of the sacrifice was this girl. If it wasn't for the mercies of God, she was going to be wasted by her own boyfriend who just entered into Freemasonry. So those of you whose family members are into Freemasonry, they are enjoying at the family expenses as they are enjoying their breakthrough jobs. And the guy was going to be very filthy rich, very filthy rich. After delivering 6 individuals, including this girl, he was going to be a multi-billionaire. But at the expenses of what? The heads of these ones. That's why you have to pray. Some of you know exactly that some of your family members are into these things. Pray for yourself, pray for your children, pray for your family. Lest when it comes for sacrifice, they don't pick their nieces and nephews and cousins, which could be you or your children, for sacrifice. Not I, no. And that's why prayer for protection from being condemned to death is important. I can't stop praying this prayer during this season. This season, if you play games, you will die like a turkey or you will die like a chicken, a fowl for Christmas. So you have to be very alert and sensitive, not only in people in the occultic realms, occultic world looking for blood, but within families, uh, household witches and wizards also demanding blood and flesh. That's what the Bible talks about: eaters of flesh and drinkers of blood. These are real. These are real. Psalms 127 talks about the Lord is my shepherd, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is my light of my salvation. Whom shall I fear? So when the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my enemies and my foe, when the wicked came up to eat up my flesh, my enemies and my foe, they came to eat up my flesh. What flesh was he talking about? There are eaters of flesh. There are human vampires. There are agents and witches who feast on human beings. This is not fairy tales. This is not story. This is real life, and we experience it daily. When we hear somebody's dead, somebody's dead. If God would have given you discernment and understanding whether this person who just died, it the will of God for them to die during this season? Fine, if it is God's will. If it's not the will of God, what caused them to die? Why did they die with this kind of death? You realize that many people have been what? Wasted for lack of knowledge, wasted because they don't have protection, wasted because they don't take God seriously, wasted because they are empty barrels, empty, have nothing. Recently, I was telling my wife that one day I'm going to preach a sermon which people think this guy is crazy, but it is true. And the title would have been "The Benefit of Witchcraft." The benefit of witchcraft. How can you say the benefit of witchcraft? And I say you have no idea. When you understand the next level of witchcraft, you realize that you understand why people are into witchcraft. Because anyone you see on this earth who does not have God's protection, the question is that what else protects them? There are people who are into secret societies and have powerful demons which protect them. Don't think that Jay-Z and Beyonce and all those people are working in vain. No, they got protection because they have submitted their soul to a higher deity. Then in families also, there are people also within family who protect theirs. I told you just a few minutes ago about the witchcraft market. The witchcraft market. If you don't have protection, any witch around can just kill you and destroy you, then many people would have been dead. But before any witch or wizard or any demon even tries to kill or attack, they must first go and do consultation and go and talk to your household witchcraft and say, is this one for sale? What can I do to buy this person so that I cannot waste them? And that's why a lot of people are into witchcraft, because the negative benefit is that they use their witchcraft to protect their properties. A lot of people who you see, they are not for God, they are not under God's protection because of their life they are living. But you can be rest assured you can't touch them, because there is a witch who is protecting them, because their mother, their family members are into witchcraft who protect them, so that they protect them for their own benefit. And I'm saying, if you don't understand this level of witchcraft, you see the kind of level of witchcraft is for manipulation, control, and this. It is the elementary level of witchcraft people know about. And anybody who tells you I'm a witch, it's elementary level of witchcraft. When you begin to understand the depths of witchcraft, today I feel sorry and compassion for witches. When you understand that level of witchcraft and what they go through, what they personally go through, I'm talking about deep witches. I know. When somebody say I'm a witch, it means their witchcraft is no witchcraft. The serious witches do not let you know. The serious witches, they camouflage. The serious witches, they are more spiritual than you think. The serious witches, oh, they are more charismatic than you think. And when you understand the chemistry of witchcraft, you can only say, Lord, have mercy on them. Because as much as we pray against them, it's not easy for themselves. It's not easy for them. It's not easy. Don't think it's easy for the witches. It's not easy. And I'm saying that this level of witchcraft level, only even few ministers understand that level. We've read about the ones we deal with is the common. If you go into the high level of understanding witchcraft and how it works, how do you all your life, I'm just giving you one scenario, all your life you've loved and known one person, my mother, my grandmother, whoever she is. Then later on you discover that this grandmother, this mother is into witchcraft. But then from the day you were born to the time you were old, if it wasn't for her witchcraft, other witches would have killed you. But because it was your mother and she had witchcraft, she protected you from the other witches. Now you grow up, you become born again. You meet a prophet, he says your mother is a witch. But from the day you were born to the time you became born again, the protection that was upon your life was because of your mother's witchcraft, that she was protecting you from the other witches who had wanted to kill your life. Now, when you discover that your mother is a witch, what would you do? She who has protected you all your life, and now you discover she's a witch. In her witchcraft, she has destroyed others, but she protected you. Now, your mother is a witch. Then you realize that this thing is not as easy as we see it. And this is just one scenario for you to think. What kind of prayers are you going to pray? The one who uses witchcraft, if it wasn't for that witchcraft she had to protect you, and the other witches wanted to destroy you, then but kept them away from you. But now also, when you grew up, as part of her witchcraft must also block you from getting married, or block you from getting a job, or block you, because at least her witchcraft protected your life. And that's the best she could do. I will not let you kill my son. I will not let you kill my daughter. But the only thing you could do is maybe block her from getting married. Now you discover that the one who doesn't want you to get married is your mom. But it is her witchcraft that she has used. I'm just saying is that now that you know how to pray by fire, die by fire, how are you going to deal with such a witch? So it is not as easy. And sometimes too, if a witch does not bring a family member or a relation, she herself will die. And also knowing that not all witches voluntarily became witch. Some of them, because of a food that a grandmother, a neighbor, somebody gave to them, they ate it and they found themselves initiated. And if you expose what we are, you go mad or you die. Then you realize that this thing is deeper than we think it is. And I have met a lot of people, and I know they are witches. One part of them want to serve the Lord. The other part want to destroy. How do you deal with such people? If they come out, I want to be free, the witches will destroy them. So they are in a dilemma. Just one day we'll go into this one. Don't worry yourself about this, but I'm just saying is that that's why sometimes you are praying and you are not understanding why God is not acting swiftly, speedily. Oh, die by fire, watch it, die by fire. No, you don't understand the chemistry, what goes on behind the scenes. How some of them really want to, but go and tell them you are a witch, and let's see whether you will live the life of the witch. When you understand, you feel sorry for them. I'm not saying that don't pray against their plans, but I found it to be one of the most disturbing mysteries I've ever understood. I'm knowledgeable in many things, but witchcraft, that's why up to now I haven't gotten strength to even write about witchcraft, because it is complicated than we think we are. And when you think you know about witchcraft, you really know nothing. If you have seen Deliverance ministers talk about, they don't know nothing about witchcraft, the mysteries of witchcraft. You don't know anything. Amen. That is just for a thought, something to think about.
If you're located in DC, Maryland, or Virginia and looking for a place to fellowship and find deliverance, then we invite you to join Fresh Fire Prayer Ministry. Fresh Fire Prayer Ministry is not only a church, but a house of deliverance where we keep the fire of the Holy Ghost burning. Many have come to experience the power of God, setting them free from witchcraft, demonic activities, generational curses, and strongholds to break satanic limitations from their lives. Much of our focus deals with salvation, healing, deliverance, restoration of marriage, and breakthrough. The church is located at 10495 Theodore Greens Boulevard in White Plains, Maryland. We meet every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and Tuesdays from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. You may also join us on our prayer line every Tuesday at 10 p.m. and Fridays at 11 p.m. by dialing 712-770-5600 and access code 950014#. We look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday. For more information, visit our website at www.freshfireprayer.com. God bless you.
Hi, this is Reverend K, and once again, welcome to Fresh Fire Prayer Ministry. I'm here to recommend to you some deliverance materials which will help you. The Bible says, buy knowledge and sell it not. Buy knowledge and sell it not. You have to discover in order to recover. If you don't discover the mystery behind your misery, you'll not be able to recover and possess or repossess your possession. So knowledge is very vital in this day and age, because what you don't know is what the enemy or your enemies will use against you. And that's why the US spend huge sums of money using it for intelligence, because they have to know what their enemies are planning against the US in order to overturn it, cancel it, frustrate it before their enemies can come against them. So the Bible says that we are not ignorant of the devices of the enemy. So many people are looking for deliverance, seeking for deliverance, but they are very ignorant about the ways the devil operates, and they keep on falling into the devil's trap, and the devil keeps on getting them. The first book I recommend to you is called Spiritual Diagnosis. Mind you, you can get all these books on our website, www.freshfireprayer.com. www.freshfireprayer.com. You can get it on a paper book, or you can get it on ebook. In the ebook, when you buy it, it will be emailed to you as an attachment, and you can open it and get it. You go to the website www.freshfireprayer.com. The first book is Spiritual Diagnosis. Spiritual Diagnosis is the first book I wrote after the Lord revealed to me the way the enemy operates against humanity, the way witchcraft operate, curses operate, demons operate. In this book, you will understand how the enemy operates. You are going to learn about the portals which the enemies or demons can enter into your body. You know how demons also operate. You also know how to keep your deliverance, how to stay delivered, what can keep you from receiving deliverance. You know the different ways the enemy can attack you, either through witchcraft, either through curses, either through spirit husband, either through your name, either through against your marriage. This book will expose to you. Anybody who wants to know about deliverance and about the ways the demons and the witches operate, how witches can hunt down your star, how witches can turn you into scapegoat in order to destroy you, this book will give you all the vital information you need for your deliverance, and it will help you. Body afflictions, how many people are going through attacks on their body, demonic visitation, demons visiting you, witchcraft, scapegoats, evil soul ties. I explained to you how all these things operate. Asmodeus and Osmodeus, these are demons that breaks marriages and keep people single. Satanic spiders and spider web, every time you experience a spider web in your life. Satanic monitors, demons and witches monitoring you. Evil altars and covenants that are affecting your body, affecting your life. You learn all star hunters, demons and witches that are after your star and your glory, and how they can pursue after your star to destroy you. How to use the anointing oil, how to anoint your house. These are all, and how to do self-deliverance. This book, Spiritual Diagnosis. The other one is called Deliverance from Blessing Destroyers. This book gives you 30 dreams that shows you that your blessings and your prosperity is under demonic and witchcraft attacks. 35 prayer to cancel demonic dreams and against your life. Have you been having evil dreams? Have you been having bad dreams? Do you understand the dreams? Do you know how to pray to reverse it, to destroy it? How to overcome the 4 major causes of poverty. You will discover what causes poverty, and the 11 witchcraft activities to destroy your blessings and your destiny. You also learn about the 16 demons that attack our finances, prayers to overcome demonic operation against your blessings, prayers against witchcraft activities, and 9 spiritual elements for your blessings. Deliverance from blessing destroyers. Emergency prayers for marriage restoration. Anybody going through marital problem, anybody wanting to get married, anybody wanting to know how to pray against witchcraft, against marine demons, against strange women, against household wickedness, against spouse charms, against your marriage, and how to pray to preserve your marriage, get this book, Deliverance from Blessing Destroy. Emergency prayers for marriage restoration. Any marriage under attack, this is your book. Consuming Fire for Fire. This is the book that you need in order to teach you how to pray against the spirit husband, spirit wife, python spirit, leviathan spirit, witchcraft spirit, demonic spirit, strange woman, come against singleness, spirit of delay, spirit of satanic embargoes, Anybody who is going through witchcraft, this is the book. And if you want to know how to pray against a witch, get this book and it will teach you how to pray against witchcraft and get your deliverance. Emergency prayers for marriage restoration, emergency prayers, urgent prayers, this urgent prayers against the strong man. This book will teach you how to pray against back to sender. Anybody who releases evil arrow against you, how to send it back to the sender. This book will also teach you how to pray to open every satanic padlock that has padlocked your destiny and your star. This book will teach you how to pray against the spirit of death, sicknesses, and diseases, especially cancer. And this book will also teach you how to pray for favor for your life. And if you are dealing with any strong man, the spirit of Pharaoh that is holding you in bondage and captivity, this is the book you need. Emergency prayer for urgent prayer against the strong man. Get this book and it will bless you. Touch not my anointed. If you don't want witches and wizards to mess you up, this is the book to get. And once you begin to use it, you will begin to get your deliverance from all the powers of darkness. Go to our website, www.freshfireprayer.com. www.freshfireprayer.com. Get these materials, start reading them, start praying these prayers in the midnight hour or every time you have, and start praying them. Use these prayers and pray it, and it will change your life, and it will help you to fight against the powers of darkness, and your life and your destiny will never be the same. Go to our website, www.freshfireprayer.com. www.freshfireprayer.com. If you order the ebook, you will get it within 24 hours, and we will email it to you as an attachment. If you order the paperback, you give us 4 to 5 days, and it will be emailed to you. It will be sent to you, and it will help you out to get your deliverance. God richly bless you. Bye.